Welcome back, everyone, to Inklings Behind the Scenes. This is J.S. Bray. My goodness, what a wonderful, wonderful day we have today. We are going to cover, hopefully, a great deal of things today. There's going to be music today. There's going to be adorableness. There's going to be some of the cutest things. I think that this stream will be the cutest stream we've had. And since we're going to try to buckle up and just get into it, I just kind of want to just tell you, like, today, my biggest goal is to do two things. Okay, I normally try to get like a dozen things done, and we get one of them. And that's I have productivity dysmorphia. It's a fancy way of saying my eyes are bigger than my productive stomach when it comes to the stream. I don't always account for interruptions, but such is life. Such is life. And so today we're going to really kind of dive into some really cool stuff. And one of the things that I want to get into today in this stream is that I want us to introduce you to our musical guest. So as the stream has been growing, I've made a friend. I've made many friends, really. His name is Matt, and we've been chatting and kind of befriending each other. One of the cool thing about the project is that because it's so communal, because we've been inviting so many people together, he's fell in love with the project. I've fell in love with his creativity and his personality. He's a wonderful person, and so we're going to be working with Matt for a portion of the Inklings universe. And I want to introduce you to him. I want to introduce you to the music that he's writing for our upcoming Kickstarter. I also want to kind of tell you why we're doing a Kickstarter, because a lot of people do Kickstarters for different reasons, but we want to kind of see if there's an opportunity that we can create a small project that kind of invite everyone to be a part of it. And we will get into more of that later, but I just want to introduce you to Matt. So Matt has created us a really wonderful video, and I'm going to cut to this video so you can watch this, get to know who Matt is, and then I'm going to have you listen to some music that he's written. And then we're going to talk a little about what the Kickstarter is going to look like, how that relates to the show that we're building in front of everybody, and why are we building, again, a Kickstarter. Remember, the Inklings is it's about these libraries that live in, it's about these insects that live in a library attic, and they read books and they go on adventures. So that means that they're reading books, right? So we should be a part of that. How can we make them interactive? Also today, we have, I seriously think, one of the most adorable reads yet. We have a really wonderful, talented, and enthusiastic youngster. His name is Clark, and then we'll be showing his reading. And if we have time, we're going to animate that as well. And then if we have even more time, we'll try even more than that. But I'm just going to kind of just set your expectations. Today is going to be introducing to Matt and his wonderful creativity, as well as showing you Clark's read. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. We've exploded. The community has been such an incredible blessing, and I'm just so happy to see everyone here. I'll give another reminder that if one of these days, so on a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, and I'm not streaming, and you see something that maybe looks more like a recorded video, that's because my son has arrived. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But without further ado, let's get to Matt. Let's talk to Matt. All right, thank you, Matt. Here we go.
Buggly fiddly do. This is my greeting message from Austria to you. Hi and welcome to my home studio. My name is Matt, or Matthew, or in German, which is my native language, Matthias. I'm a musician, composer and audio engineer, and I'm also working as a primary teacher in a school. So I'm very excited to become a part of Inklings, at least for a perfect head for Poe. And I'm very much looking forward to be working with the wonderful Mr. Jesse Bray and his team. So let me tell you that I'm very happy and honored to share a little bit of my love and passion for music with you guys. So please stay tuned for more up to come at Inklings Behind the Scenes. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. And see you from Austria. Buggly fiddly do.
Oh, Thank you, Matt. That is what a wonderful introduction. I love that he took the time, showed you a video of his cool studio in Austria, and just to kind of give you a little bit more of an idea, like I'm here in Nashville and he is in Europe. That's how big this project is. We don't even need oceans that will keep us apart. We can work together anywhere. That's the beauty of this the where we live today, right? We can create anywhere in the world, wherever you feel the best to create. And so that's I'm just so honored. I feel overwhelmed with happiness to have Matt be a part of the team, at least for the Perfect Apropos portion. As we're moving forward, a lot of wonderful musicians have reached out to us. This project we're starting small. There's a great deal. One of the things I'm just going to tell you what I liked about Matt, which he may have not highlight as much, is that he has a similar background like me in teaching, and he loves students. And so that's important aspect for me. When you're around people who are creative, it's always good to be around people who have patience with others. It's good to be working on projects that where we may not always know what we're doing, but we know that we're going to do it together with respect and care. And that's something that I would say Matt and I really, really hit it off well with. And so, but again, we're building so much together. As we're talking about that, I also want to show you some music that specifically that he has written. And let me take you over to our little behind the scenes software. Okay, as we normally do, we are using this stream. We're streaming this inside of Adobe Character Animator. That's one of the tools that we're using specifically for streaming component. And so I'm going to show you right now our current mock cover for the Kickstarter. Now, the Kickstarter, why does that have to do with all these auditions and all the stuff we're building? Remember, we have built in previous episodes, episode, I think we got to like 3 or 4 of a Perfect Apropos. We actually created an episode here on the stream, just talking out loud, thinking out loud. And we're going to be doing more of that as we build it together. We know that how many hats that Poe's going to have. We know the character. It's like a micro episode that's going to be animated. And we also have these wonderful actors that are going to be reading for Poe. And that's sort of the cool thing, is we can kind of just see how this creative, messy process happens. And so, but I have a mock-up that we'll be showing. I'm going to show you real quick. Let me cut over to this. I'm going to disappear for a moment just so that you can see my mock-up. Let's see here. So I'm going to disappear. So don't get worried. I'll disappear. And then here is Perfect Hat for Poe. I have to turn this off from the broadcast section. So one moment. So it's odd, but I have to turn this off. Let's see here. You have to change input. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is the mock cover for Perfect Hat for Poe. I've imported the track that Matt wrote, and his is a hat for Poe. And I'm going to play it twice just because I think you should hear it. It has this wonderful, European kind of style to it that really kind of bridges the multicultural nature of this show. So let's sit back and let's listen to this wonderful, wonderful track.
Come with me to the library. Stinkbug Poe needs a perfect hat. Which one will he get?
I love this track. I really do. It has this kind of blend of like European, playful, almost a French quality to it, which gives it a little bit of romance. And perhaps, without being insensitive, I do have some stereotypes about French being a very romantic. I had the opportunity to go to Paris, and it is a very romantic city. And so there's just that sort of fun, kind of romantic. And if you've paid attention to the stream, we've talked enough about the stink plug Poe. He is not very romantic about anything, but the idea that he is romantic about the hats that he would wear is just, to me, endlessly charming. All right, just for those who are like me, who just want to enjoy it one more time, let's listen to this one more time, and then let's move on to Clark's reading. Okay.
Come with me to the library. Stinkbug Poe needs a perfect hat. Which one will he get?
I cannot tell you more what I honestly, I just love that we've built this. Like, I'm just going to say this right now so you can see me. I just love that we've built this from the ground up. While I came to you folks on the 2nd of February, we had 53 subscribers, and I think they were probably just people who I just randomly follow along over the years. And then now we've created this communal thing where now we have musicians and artists and voice actors have come together, and we were building this together in front of you. You're seeing how magic is made. And I hope this is inspiring you. I hope this is something where, you can see, hey, even if you have a little idea, it can grow to become something wonderful and amazing. And so, yeah, I'm just over the moon. This enthusiasm, I can't even put it to words how excited I am that we are building this from behind the scenes. So thank you, Matt. Thank you for your talent. I'm just so excited to share more of your work, and there's an incredible range that Matt has too. So let me just brag about him for another moment. He can create any atmosphere, and that was something that I really like. That first kind of stuck out to me is that he could do the multicultural sounds, he could do any atmosphere. Having that sort of eclectic sense as a creative is very important. I don't want to say that a style is bad because I have a specific style that I have. Like, this is my flat style, something cute. But if you can do a lot of different styles, that allows you to have like more colors in your palette. And so, yeah. Anyways, all right. So let's get to our next portion. Our next portion is we're going to be introducing just the most adorable read ever. And so let's see here. We have a reading by a young man named Clark, and so his aunt reached out to us, and let's see here. What we're going to do is I'm going to play this just to make sure you can kind of get a read for it, and then we're going to take a small cut from it because it is a rather longer cut. And so what I want to do is I want to be able to kind of like just kind of give you just so that he can step aside and say, hey, I have a little piece of animation, maybe share with his family, and then of course I'm going to probably be churning out larger chunks of animations in one go. And I know we're chipping our way through all these. Voice actors, and I'm hoping to get through a lot more. But the truth is, there's a lot more sometimes I can do not on the stream, and I think that I need to be honest with you that because of that, I have had to adjust to the way that we do this. So I want to just give us a moment and just listen to his adorable read. Let's start from here. I'm going to just give you a little read right here. You can see how animated he is. He reminds me of my son. He's just so excited. And to me, this is winning. We've already been successful. That even a show that has not even been finished yet has already found hearts of children to read. And that to me is like this is I don't know. Already feel like I've got all the trophies I need. I can go to heaven happy. All right, so let's play Clark's read.
I've lived here for a while, about 2 or 3 hours. It's nice to warm up in here. All these books are packed so tightly. You can't rip any paper out for a snack.
A snack? You don't eat books. Books are not for read. Books are for reading. Here, I'll show you. 15 men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum.
Kafka begins to dance around.
Exactly what's in the script, like, okay?
Kids are so great. You can see just his mind working. Their whole family's involved with this. I mean, I'm so this is so great, and I want to take a little clip here. So, in the past, we've talked about how we do this. So, if you're going to bring in audio, one of the ways that I set this up is that we were doing. Let me get over to my software real quick. I'm going to bring this right here. I'm going to turn off my nameplate so you can kind of see Clark's video a little bit better. So, one of the things about creating really good audio takes is that, especially for the editors involved, you want to separate them as to where you can kind of have some sort of semblance of order. And he did a great job. Clark, this is a wonderful read. You definitely have a rich future ahead of you as a talented, enthusiastic voice actor. And I'm very excited for all the things that you're doing. And we're still working through all the auditions, but this touched my heart. especially. So let's do one little clip, and I'm going to show you. We're going to take a clip of this. We're going to export out the audio, and then we're going to bring this in, and we're going to animate Kafka, and then we're probably going to call it a day. I'll try to do longer if I can, but we'll just see. Okay.
Paper out for.
Now let's roll right where he starts to get talking. Okay.
Kafka.
I've lived here for a while, about 2 or 3 hours. It's nice to warm up in here. All these books are packed so tightly. You can't rip any paper out for a snack.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, that's like 10 points for cute. Okay, so what we got to do is we got to figure out where in the playhead. So we're in about 13. I'm using QuickTime Player, which is the thing is I'll say this much. For a lot of people get caught up in special tools, which one's the best. I think the best one is the one that you feel effective with. You don't need always to be
Kafka.
I've lived here
you don't always need to have the fanciest of tools.
for a snack.
Okay, let's cut there. QuickTime Player is a great place to kind of rough out your ideas. And then again, these are auditions. So with these auditions, I'm going to be, see, now we have a nice little cut here. I'm going to save this here. So it's about 10, 11 seconds. And what I can do is we're going to go up to File, we're going to Export As, and we're going to do Audio. And so I'm going to export out the audio. You can see I have kind of a mess of files right here. So Wednesday, I'm going to call this Clark. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I always get permission from adults before we stream anything like this. So if for example, if you have auditioned or you want to be part of the stream or you have, want to get an avatar, which we are giving away fun birthday stuff and avatars and all sorts of fun stuff like that. And I'm always looking for new ideas. We make sure I'm always want to protect children. Okay. We want to make sure that kids have their consent from adults and that their parents are okay with it. And so that safety is very important. That's, I'm a dad, so I understand the importance. And I'm a teacher too, so I know the importance. So what do we do from there? So we export out of this file called an M4A. We've mentioned this in the past, and that's why, it's important. But I wanted to kind of introduce you to the tool that if you haven't used it already, it's called Adobe Media Encoder. So mine's being a little slow. Let's see if I can get it to load up. It was working earlier. Typically, I can bounce it out real quick. You cannot import in Adobe Character Animator any files that are not MP3 or WAV files. WAV files are the juiciest files. So if you're a musician, you know what I'm talking about. A WAV file is a really good file. So let's see here. So inside Adobe Media Encoder, I'm going to actually, maybe I'll show it to you one more time. Again, we are building this thing while I'm talking to you. It might be just quicker if I do this, but an MP4 file it's a nice audio file, but it needs to be turned into an MP3. And so you have to find a way to compress it. So if you don't have any tool for converting files to different file types, I do recommend Adobe Media Encoder if you want something on the cheap or something that's open source, which open source is great. I recommend VLC Player. And VLC Player has, you can look that up, you can Google it. That is another great way of kind of working with different types of audio types and video types and codecs, stuff like that. So I'm going to turn off this video here with Clark. I'm going to cut across here just so you can kind of just clean up my screen for a moment. One of these days I will have a jumbo giant screen, and then I'll be able to show you everything all at the same time, and you'll have to have also a jumbo giant screen just to see, just to see what I'm doing. All right, so let's go over here. Let's turn on Adobe Character Animator. Bring this up. Okay. And okay, Adobe Character Animator. All right, pay no attention to the nerd in the corner. Okay. All right, so we have done this already in the past, but again, I like to show you this because I wanted to get through Clark's read. I wanted to show you his read. It's too precious to just slap the audio in there. It's not fair enough. And then grinding through them, while yes, it may seem incremental to some folks, it's about the process. I can grind through these folks very quickly, and I'm actually setting them up to like a massive grind, but because I'm also preparing for my little one showing up, actually, let me show you. I think I made a little animation of it. Let's take here. I'm also preparing for this little guy right here. So this guy here, oops, his head kind of doesn't quite stick to the little body, but this little dude right here is going to be coming soon. So the baby Bray is coming. So when baby Bray shows up, we're gonna have to do things in a different order. So that is some of the reasons why I haven't done a massive auditions all in one stream, because I want to kind of piecemeal it out so you folks don't feel lost when I'm not here as much. Okay, so let's go back here. We go to File, Import, bring in Clark's audio for Kafka. Now remember, we already created a Kafka, and if we pull up to the rigs, we have a Kafka rig over here, I believe. Yep, Kafka rig, and I bring it down here, and it slaps it on top. I'm gonna turn off my head behind me. So now we're Kafka, right? How cute is that? All right, so now let's bring in. I'm gonna delete this audio from Matt, just so that these things don't come in the way. So we have Kafka down here. I'm going to make Kafka a little bit smaller, scale him so he's in the screen. Watch, make sure you can see him. I'm going to cut across to just a scene right camera. All right, this is our Kafka rig, right? We brought in Kafka. All right, now let's have Clark read that, and we're going to call it a day. We have some more. Of course, I have many more people we want to get to, but I would like to just keep it to where Clark and Matt. That's a lot to cover today. Friday we'll have a longer stream, but actually I have a bunch of uploads, kind of a backlog, about 6 or 7 uploads that I'll be doing. Some of them will come this week, and we also I had an interview with a really wonderful friend who is a industry legend, and we'll share more about that before we launch it. All right, let's get back here to the scene. So lots of fun stuff. Okay, hopefully you're having a good time just watching me having a good time. All right, let's bring down Clark's audio. So we've imported it up at the top, Clark's audio here. We bring it down below here. Remember what we do before in the past. By the time you've watched a few of these, you're probably like, oh yeah, I get that. You know exactly how to do this. Good. Please, I want you to do that. We might even have some contests where I will give you some audio clips to have characters say stuff, or even give out free rigs for those who are animators. I don't know. We'll figure that out. All right, here we go. Let's listen to Clark's read.
Kafka.
I've lived here for a while, about 2 or 3 hours. It's nice to warm up in here. All these books are packed so tightly. You can't rip any paper out for a snack.
Oh, that is so precious. Clark, it warms my heart. Let me get back here. I'm gonna make this even bigger so that we can bring this down so you can see Clark, just Clark reading. Oh, it's so sweet. Okay, let me go over here. I'm gonna turn this off so that way you can see. Basically, there we go. Just Clark.
Kafka.
I've lived here for a while, about 2 or 3 hours. It's nice to warm up in here. All these books are packed so tightly. You can't rip any paper out for a snack.
Oh my gosh, that's seriously the cutest thing. All right, I just one more time. You can just see how cute when he kind of smushes the words together. It just makes it so adorable.
Kafka.
I've lived here for a while, about 2 or 3 hours. It's nice to warm up in here. All these books are packed so tightly. You can't rip any paper out for a snack.
That was such a great read. Thank you so much again, Clark. I'm so. It really has been such a great thing to see you read our characters. Let me bring this down here. Turn me back on so you can see me. Thank you, everyone. Again, I know this is probably not as long as we'd like it to be, but it's been pretty long, and I will be back Friday, and I also will have some other updates I'll be sending you. You'll see some updates come tomorrow as well. So some sort of video backlogs. So thank you all again. I just thank you, this community. Please continue to like and subscribe, and I just hope you have an absolute blessed day. You take care.